we're missing a few schools, so I might have to jump around order-wise, but I think I can start with generally our first in line. But I'm Dr. Maureen Brummett, Superintendent of Schools, so welcome to the November edition of Outstanding Student of the Month. Your student was chosen by a process that's fairly similar by school, recommendations by teachers, and then there's an oversight process where the student is selected. But sometimes the schools will give you a little bit more information than that. But what I want you to know, it's a very special award. Less than 2% of all of our kids ever get this award. You can only get it one time, and it has to be a combination of academic success, but also character and leadership success. So it's really looking at kind of a full package, so something like we call our portrait of the graduate. What we want all of our kids to kind of end their high school career with us. Your child is already exhibiting those skills, being good leaders, communicators, collaborators, doing the right thing even when no one's watching. So all things to be super proud of. One of the reasons why I love this event so much, I see a lot of pride out in the audience from parents, special guests, and I think I see some extra special guests here today. Sometimes we can get the teachers to come over as well. I don't have a lot of sub coverage these days, but it is nice when there's a real celebration of your child because they've done something remarkable. So with that, I'm going to get us rolling. When your child's name is called, they will come up with their principal or designee. Sometimes it's the assistant principal, sometimes it's a head teacher. We've got all of the above today. And they'll get a lovely plaque from me, as well as an envelope with some gifts in it. The principal will read off why your child was nominated. And then typically I like to ask the students a little question about, what advice might they give for another peer to share how they would be successful, kind of what's your recipe for success. And then at the very end, I move this table out of the way and we gather here for a group picture. I'm holding a mic because this is being recorded. So after today's ceremony, we send you the link so that if you have friends, family, grandparents that couldn't be here today, fear not, you can send a link and they can see their special grandchild, niece, nephew, whatever the case might be, in a video. So, and then I do put the winning students in my weekly and quarterly newsletters. So they're kind of going out there throughout the network everywhere so that everyone knows what they were able to accomplish. So, with that being said, put my glasses on because the print on this name list is small. And I'd like to call up Mr. Jason Smith, principal of Anna Reynolds. He is here to talk to us about James Paula Santos. Come on up.
Thank you, Dr. Brummett. So before I talk about James, and I have a lot to say from his teachers, past and present. First, as Dr. Brummett was alluding to, the process at the elementary level is that each teacher has the opportunity to nominate a student from their class to be their class's student of the month. And then we have a committee that makes up a variety of staff in the school that know all of our students that select our outstanding student of the month. And James was our outstanding student of the month for November. So then I get the opportunity to talk to James, but also get information from all of his past teachers, kind of collect things about him and find out. And you're going to see some very common themes through the years as to why James was chosen as our outstanding student of the month. So congratulations, James Paula Santos, for being selected as Anna Reynolds' outstanding student of the month for November. Mrs. Reynolds, your 4th grade teacher, says that James is a true leader in our classroom. He is kind and considerate to everyone. Every day he shows that he is engaged by participating in our lessons and sharing his learning. James completes all of his work and shows kindness to all his students and teachers. They are so lucky to have James in their class. Mrs. Van Soch, your 3rd grade teacher, says she was so proud to hear that you were outstanding student of the month. She had the pleasure of working with you last year in 3rd grade and says it has been wonderful to see how much he has continued to grow in 4th grade. He is a hard-working, responsible, and kind student who always puts forth his best effort. He approaches each day with a positive attitude and a willingness to learn. He is a thoughtful classmate, a respectful leader, and someone who consistently demonstrates what it means to be a role model in our school community. His kindness and determination shine through in everything he does. Congratulations, James. We're so proud of you. Keep up the amazing work. Mr. Helen, your second grade teacher, says, James is an amazing person. He is kind, caring, and embodies what it means to be an Anne Arundel Tiger. He's an exceptionally hard worker and put effort into becoming a better reader and writer when he was in second grade. Mr. Helming is so proud of the leader he has become at our school. James passes by his classroom each morning, escorting kindergartners and first graders to their rooms, guiding them with patience. James's calm, steady nature sets a great example for so many students. Congratulations to James on being Anne Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month. Mrs. Boynes, your first grade teacher, says James has exemplified leadership, kindness, and true responsibility every year at Anne Reynolds. As a first grader, he continually showed his determination and hard work ethic. He loved to write and read with such exuberance. He shared his writing with peers, and then she really got to see it take off when he became a second grader. Mrs. Boynes has had the honor of watching James grow not only academically, but as an individual. She had the chance to be there every step of his family, whether it was school picnics, weekly lunches, or swim meets. James always sees the good in others and has provided friendship to so many, those who may have needed it even more. She's so proud of you, James. She has no doubt you would have one day have this honor. You paved the way for your brother and your peers. Mrs. Keener, your kindergarten teacher, says James was an outstanding student in their kindergarten classroom. He was a role model for every expectation, showing the ability to stick to tasks, positively interact with classmates and teachers, be flexible, and manage his emotions. His ability to keep a sense of calm for those around him was apparent at age 5. He is well deserving of this award representing Anne Reynolds. Mrs. Gallup, your music teacher, says James is a hardworking and kind student. He puts forth his best effort each week during music class and works well with his classmates. He demonstrates all the attributes of being an Anne Reynolds Tiger. This year, James took on the challenge of playing the trumpet and will be an important part of the Anne Reynolds Band. He's also a member of our 4th grade chorus, so looks forward to seeing all the great things that you will accomplish. Mrs. Schumacher, your art teacher, says James is responsible and reliable. She can always count on him to model expected behaviors and help when needed without being asked. James is a hard worker and a kind friend. This recognition is well deserved. Mrs. Allen, your media teacher, says she's so happy to see that James has been recognized as our Outstanding Student of the Month. James exemplifies all the Reynolds Tiger expectations. He's inclusive, respectful, responsible, and kind in everything he does. As a dedicated library volunteer, James is always ready to lend a hand, help his classmates, and contribute with a positive attitude. His enthusiasm and kindness make him a valued member of the Anne Reynolds School community. James was recently elected as treasurer of our Anne Reynolds Student Council. Outside of school, he plays travel basketball for the Newington travel team. Congratulations, James, for being Anne Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month for November.
There's some accomplishments there, dating all the way back to kindergarten. So, and I saw your brother smile when he was mentioned in the speech, and you are now a role model for him, and looks like there's another sibling in the household as well. So what might you give advice to another student who might want to be a student of the month at one point?
To be engaged in your work and invite others to hang out with you.
You can see that that's that kindness, and you're going to hear a lot about that today. Congratulations, James, and I think you are a great role model for many. And here's your goodies. Thank you. Alrighty, we are now ready to move on to Elizabeth Green School. Today we are joined by Principal Kevin Duran and our honoree Nariah Holder. Come on up.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you Nariah Holder as the Elizabeth Green Elementary School's Outstanding Student of the Month. Nariah is a 4th grader in Mrs. Griswold's class. Nariah has done an outstanding job, and we are so proud of her. Here's what her teachers have to say about her. Mrs. Griswold shared that she nominated Nariah because she's an extremely hard worker in and out of school. She shows increased responsibility with homework and music lessons, reading to younger students, and more. Nariah has worked extremely hard in math, and her efforts are showing in the classroom. She explains her thinking clearly and has increased her confidence in academic scores. She's a terrific friend to others and is always looking out for their health and well-being. I had a chance to talk to her previous teachers. Mr. Guyette, her first grade teacher, stated, "Nariah was a lovely student and I have fond memories of her being so kind in first grade and beyond. She is a positive student and always tried her best even when things were challenging. Her attitude and hard work are a model that every student should strive towards." Nariah's second grade teacher, Ms. Davies, said, "Nariah has grown in so many areas since second grade, and I am so proud to see how far she has come. She has always proven that hard work pays off when you try your best. Nariah has an amazing attitude for learning and is capable of anything she puts her mind to. She's also a kind friend to others, and her smile lights up our school." Nariah's third grade teacher, Mrs. Serrano, shared, "Nariah is a sweet girl. In class, she was always so helpful and kind. Even when the work was hard, Nariah never gave up. She worked hard to meet her goals every day." And I spoke to a couple of her special teachers who also shared a common theme. She's always willing to help others. She feels it is important that all students are successful, and she wants to help them to complete any task they are given. Mrs. Guida said Nariah often helps other students and also volunteers her time with the preschool students during their art class. Mr. Fuller stated Nariah consistently puts forth her best efforts, shows strong responsibility, and approaches every activity with a positive attitude. Her confidence and physical skills continue to grow, and she's a supportive, encouraging teammate to her classmates. I sat down with Nariah last week and we talked, and she told me a little bit about her life outside of school. She lives with mom, dad, and her brother. She enjoys talking on the phone, like every other kid, playing outside, heading to the park. She loves playing video games with dad and board games with mom. When she's older, she would like to be an architect, and that's a first for me to hear that, because she loves designing and drawing buildings. She wants to help make some exciting new structures for people to live in. And on behalf of the staff and students at Elizabeth Green, we are very proud to have Nariah Holder as our Outstanding Student of the Month for November.
Video games and board games. I'd be the board game person, so I'm not good at video games. But Mom and I can collaborate on that. So, you have accomplished a lot. You, throughout your entire comments there, it was that you are kind, you go through any challenge and you meet your goals. What would you tell fellow students to do to kind of reach those type of strong student skills?
To reach their goals and to try to not give up.
Those are great suggestions. You never giving up. If you never try hard, and you have to just be ready to keep going even when the going gets tough. And it sounds like throughout your comments, I heard that's what you do. Does that sound right to you? Where's that big smile I heard about? Aaron. There you go. Congratulations. All righty. We are now moving along to John Patterson School. And we are joined today by Arlene Torres-Ruiz, principal, along with the honoree, Everly Piambino. Come on up.
All right. So for our student of the month, we have Everly. She is the most spunkiest and you will see. She has so much in her. It's crazy. I was astonished. I do. She does. There you go. She does. She knows herself. Okay, so we're going to start with Miss May, her teacher in Franklin. Everly comes to school with all of her responsibilities and a huge smile on her face. Her positivity and energy are contagious. Everly is a fabulous choice for students for the month. She's a student of high character, choosing to do the right thing, even when others around are not. This applies to the classroom, the cafeteria, and at recess. She's also very helpful, always offering it to assist peers and other teachers, and often doing so without even being asked. I can see that. Everly has also has a wonderful attitude toward learning and the effort she applies to her daily work. Everly works so hard in all academic areas, often using her free choice time to catch up on work or improve her existing work. In the building, I often hear other teachers complimenting Everly on her positive attitude and actions. Everly is a friend to all and treats everyone with respect and kindness. She deserves to be Outstanding Student of the Month. From her last year's teacher, Everly is truly deserving of the Outstanding Student of the Month. As a third grader in my class, she was an absolute joy to teach. Everly consistently worked hard, persevering even when tasks were challenging, and always maintained a positive attitude. She's a kind, caring friend who goes out of her way to support others and never hesitates to lend a helping hand. Her dedication, optimism, and compassion make her an exemplary student of the role model. That word optimism is just, you're gonna see it come through. Okay, I had the opportunity to interview Everly, and that was just, it was so much fun. So this month, we're proud to recognize Everly Filomeno as our Student of the Month. Everly is a shining example of resilience, kindness, and Panther pride, and her presence brings warmth and positivity to our school community. So I asked her a couple questions. I like to kind of interview, and she was just like, I can't believe I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna do it. And my brain is just like also full of joy, and I'm like, okay, I like that. So Everly's favorite part of school is learning and spending time with friends. After a difficult move due to a fire, because fire at her house, she shared that school has become her happy place, a constant that remained steady through this challenging time. Despite all she has gone through, this was very, very recent, Everly continues to show up with a smile, an eagerness to learn, and a heart full of kindness. And she said to me, you want me to tell you this really everything that happened? I'll try to go, okay, after. And she can tell me all the things. And she didn't. When asked what makes her a great friend, Everly said she treats everyone equally and welcomes others easily. She makes friends quickly, and even when someone is rude to her, because I get it, girl, it happens to me, she chooses kindness first. Her classmates gravitate toward her because of her gentle nature and loyal spirit. Everly is incredibly proud to be a Panther. She has been a part of our school community since kindergarten, and even helped choose her mascot, the school mascot. Yeah, she is. This year, she is proud of how much she has learned, and of course, of being recognized as a Student of the Month. A little shy, a title that she truly earned. In the classroom, math and content are her favorite subjects. She enjoys working with numbers and loves the hands-on experiments and videos in the content. Everly also shared that her biggest challenge this year has been dealing with the impact of the fire at her home. She has found comfort and confidence by opening up to people she trusts and by leaning into the routines and support systems in her school. This came, not these words, but this came out of this girl over here. She was so open about it. Like, no, Ms. Marjorie, I will talk to the people that I kind of trust, and that's what's getting me through. And I was just so impressed with how she just answered all my questions. Everly is especially grateful for Ms. Urba, who has supported her since first grade. Everly describes her as basically my therapy. Someone who checks in, offers comfort, and helps her feel grounded both before and after the fire. And I told her that. When it comes to leadership, if she could design a school, it would be just like ours. And she even said she probably would be willing to be the vice principal. I said, well, you can be the principal too. She also has a long-term, this is where I was astonished. She's a long-term dream of becoming a farmer, so she can help her parents on the farm they plan to buy when they retire. I guess she has talked about it. She's all about it.
I love it.
A fun fact that I learned about Everly is that that many don't know is that she has overcome a lot of medical challenges as a baby and went through a lot as a baby. Her strength, bravery, and optimism, that word again, inspired me just listening to her. Just talking to her was astonishing. Everly believes that a good role model is someone who follows the Patterson Panther expectations, does the right thing, and helps guide the class, especially when the teacher's absent. Her advice to students hoping to be Student of the Month or Outstanding Student of the Month is simple but powerful. Try your best, work hard, catch up on your work and keep your fingers crossed. Congratulations, Everly. I'm telling you, this is an amazing kid. Your kindness, courage, and determination will make you an exceptional Panther. We are so proud of you.
When your teacher was asked, did you actually teach the class?
Probably like, honestly, like one time, this was not too long ago, but we had a substitute at the beginning of the, like, at the end of the day once. My teacher had to go to the bathroom. So me and one of my classmates literally took over the whole entire class, so.
Well, maybe there's a future teacher in there if the farmer thing doesn't work out. But one thing that struck me about all the remarks that your principal made about you is that you are very resilient. Do you know what that means?
No.
What that means is that no matter what life throws at you, and it sounds like there's been a lot, that you keep going forward. In fact, not only go forward, but excel. You do well. So that's a lifelong skill that's going to serve you super, super well. So we're all very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your principal's right, you're very cheerful. All righty. We're going to move on now to our 4th elementary school. Last but certainly not least, Ruth Chafee. Today we're joined by Emily Provost, our head teacher at Ruth Chafee, and she is here to honor Amelia Bauer. So come on up. There she is. How about a round of applause for Miss Amelia Bauer?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Emily Provost. I'm the head teacher at Ruth Chafee, and I am so honored to be the one that gets to be here today for Miss Amelia. Mr. Marciano couldn't be here, but I am so lucky to be able to read these amazing comments about Amelia. So, it is a pleasure I get to stand here before you today and share all the great things about Amelia. First and foremost, she has been a Chafee Cardinal since she started her journey in kindergarten. She has been here, she has blossomed into an amazing individual. Amelia is a hard worker. When Mr. Marciano had the chance to sit down with her and connect about this accomplishment, she shared some pretty awesome things about her peers, school, family, and her future. When it comes to school and her peers, she shared how she likes to be a leader and not a follower. For example, if someone is doing something they shouldn't, she would ignore it and do something else. She went on to say how she likes to help people solve problems and to use her voice. This is part of the reason why she wanted to join the student council and was elected as her classroom representative. Amelia even shared how her family sees her as a leader as well. And we're so excited when she was elected for this role for her school and her classroom. During school, Amelia shared how wellness is her favorite subject and how she enjoys reading. Outside of school, she likes to play with her younger brother, Zane, who is 2, and her cousin, Amira, who is 2 months old, and she enjoys taking care of them, especially feeding her cousin. Mr. Marciano was most impressed when Amelia shared about her future plans of being a nail technician. She shared with him how she uses AI to think about pricing and location for opening up her own salon and all the things that come with having a business. Can I be your first customer? She even looks at the items she would need to purchase, setting up her nail menu and the cost for nails and inventory. It was very impressive how knowledgeable she was on all aspects of this business career venture and how she used these tools to help her. I look forward to seeing the success she has in her future entrepreneurial endeavors. So then we also want to share about her time with the heart and soul of our building. Some of her past and present teachers gave us some words of about Amelia. So first, Mr. O'Brien, who is Amelia's 4th grade teacher. He shares how Amelia has come so far since the beginning of the year and could not be more proud of her. She is such a smart and kind young lady, and he is lucky to have you in his class. Amelia works hard and is always willing to lend a helping hand. She is a strong young lady that advocates for herself and knows what she wants. She is a very smart girl that can do absolutely anything she puts her mind to. Keep up the great work, Madam Mayor, Mr. O'Brien. We will now travel back to 3rd grade, where Amelia spent her year with Mr. Rosansky. Mr. Rosansky went on to say how it has been amazing to see Amelia's growth as a student and a person over the past 2 years. In 3rd grade, Amelia worked incredibly hard to become a hard-working, positive student who always put a smile on the face of her classmates with her sense of humor. She developed a greater confidence around herself and the way she approached her learning. It has been great to see Amelia continue to build on this growth by becoming a member of the Student Council and by being awarded this much-deserved honor of Outstanding Student of the Month. Amazing work, Amelia. Mr. Rosansky is so proud of you. Lastly, we could not contain Mrs. Lewis's excitement. For those of you who do not know, she is Amelia's technology teacher. Mrs. Lewis starts by saying, "Hooray for Amelia! This is her year." It has been a pleasure working with her and so incredibly exciting to see the growth she has made over time. This year, as a 4th grader, I have really noticed her positivity and connection blossom. She thinks very deeply about each concept and has been willing to take more risks this year, sharing her ideas and her creations. Her commitment to connecting, positive mindset, and willingness to collaborate and share have transformed her accomplishments and been such a joy to witness. Mrs. Lewis has to mention too, her smile is bigger than ever this year, and I'm so excited to celebrate her and all her hard work. So as you can see here today, Amelia has grown so much during her time here as a Chaffey Cardinal, and we know that she will go on to do big things in her future. She will also continue to grow when she goes off to middle school. We'll miss you very much. Amelia, know that all of us at Ruth Chaffey are so proud of you, and we want to congratulate you on this amazing accomplishment. Keep smiling.
Awesome, all right. Amelia, here's your professional opinion. How these look? I bet can you do a better job? Yeah. So talk about being college and career ready in the 4th grade, ready to go. So what got you thinking about being a nail tech and having such an elaborate plan?
You can do designs on your nails or clients' nails.
So you must like art, because I've seen some of those nail designs. They're pretty elaborate. Do you like art?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this is pretty, I've never had a 4th grader who's already got their full career plan out, but very impressive. Congratulations, and keep up the good work, Miss Amelia. All right, now we're moving along to our middle school awardees, and first up is going to be Mr. Trillo. No, I'm sorry. We have Ms. Miser here today, and this is Martin Kellogg. I was skipping ahead. For Martin Kellogg, Ms. Miser is our assistant principal, and she's here to honor Nico Pizzaparato. Come on up.
Good afternoon. I'm Amanda Miser, assistant principal at Martin Kellogg, and I'm here to introduce our 8th grader, Nico Pizzaparato. I think it's very important that you know that this nomination process is actually very thorough, and there are about 25 to 40 nominees at any given time, so this is a very big deal that Nico was given this honor. So let's see what his teachers have to say. I am pleased to speak on behalf of Nico Pizzaparato, whom I enthusiastically present as Outstanding Student of the Month. For the entirety of his middle school experience, we have observed his continued maturation, responsibility, and positive influence on our school community. Over the past 4 years at MKMS, Nico has distinguished himself as a consistently respectful, engaged, and reliable student whose character and work ethic set a strong example for his peers. His social studies teacher shares that Nico has been a model student since the first day of 8th grade. His level of respect for fellow students and staff immediately marks him as someone who takes pride in his education and in the learning environment. He reliably demonstrates responsibility and integrity through a diligent approach to class activities and thoughtful participation. His contributions extend beyond individual success. His presence helps sustain the cooperative, academically focused culture we cultivate at MKMS. Colleagues across disciplines echo this assessment. In English language arts, Nico approaches every task, whether a social emotional learning activity during advisory or an intensive literary analysis, with focus and care. He routinely includes and assists classmates with differing needs, offering guidance in a manner that is compassionate and respectful. Respectful is also one of our big 3 that you'll keep hearing over and over. His academic strength is supported by an attention to detail and a willingness to work through challenges patiently and persistently, demonstrating tenacity and intellectual curiosity. In mathematics, Nico is an active learner who collaborates productively with any classmate. He contributes to a calm, steady classroom climate and willingly takes intellectual risks, trying new strategies and posing thoughtful questions. He views mistakes as learning opportunities and often helps peers make conceptual connections. In a rigorous course, such as algebra, his readiness to put in the necessary work and to articulate his reasoning benefits both his own learning and that of his classmates. Nico's leadership is particularly evident in science, where he leads by example. He maintains exemplary classroom behavior and consistently demonstrates strong focus and engagement. By sharing creative ideas, making accurate predictions, and connecting lessons to prior knowledge, he raises expectations for everyone in the room. In lab settings, he ensures that every group member is included and heard. His collaborative leadership helps the group function effectively and equitably. Earlier teachers remember his steady character as well. In 6th grade math, Nico arrived ready and eager to learn, participated in class discussions, and explained his thought process with clarity. Teachers who have not had him as direct students still note his kindness, respect, role model status among younger students. His perseverance, optimism, and humility, qualities referenced by his 7th grade social studies teacher, have been constants. He keeps a strong work ethic while remaining modest about his achievements. Outside the classroom, Nico demonstrates mature priorities. He is actively involved with his football team and commits to personal health through regular workouts and a consistently nutritious natural food diet. He models healthy choices publicly by bringing his own prepared lunches to school each day. His extracurricular dedication complements his academic commitments and reflects thoughtful self-discipline. Nico's teachers consistently describe him as compassionate, respectful, hardworking, and influential in raising the academic tone of his classes. He is the type of student who elevates learning experience for those around him through steady effort, collaborative spirit, and quiet leadership. For these reasons, I award Nico Pizzicato without reservation for the Outstanding Student of the Month recognition. He embodies the personal character and academic dedication his honor seeks to highlight in our school community.
Wow, that's pretty good. Looks like you're ready for our Newington High School Nor'easters. What do you think?
What, ready for high school?
For the football team. Are you going to Newington High next year?
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Ah, okay. Well, tell me about what skills that you would recommend any colleagues or students to help them get to the level you're at. I mean, the self-discipline that I've heard with regard to your diet and exercise is certainly one thing. What else would you recommend?
Just don't be afraid of anything. Middle school is not that scary, and you'll meet a lot of new people.
Beautiful. So, words of wisdom, because people get a little nervous about middle school, but it sounds like you've done a great job there. Congratulations. All righty, we are moving along now to John Wallace. We are joined today by Mr. Trillo, our assistant principal, and he's here to speak on behalf of Anaya Campbell. Come on up, Anaya. He's teasing you.
First of all, welcome everyone, and congratulations to all of our award winners. Families, great job. It makes all of our hearts swell when we think of all the amazing students that are here in all of our schools. Kids, today is the perfect day to ask for whatever you'd like. Understand, you guys are high up right now, this is a big event. Ice cream tonight, Nico, maybe some protein powder, something like that you might be looking for to help you out. I'm here to talk about Anaya. Now, before I say my own words about her, I'd like to start off with some quotes from some teachers. In the last few days, I've been collecting them from some of her former teachers that she had and some current ones. First, Ms. Dickinson shared, I had Anaya in 5th grade. She was always upbeat and exceptionally helpful. If anyone needed someone to cheer them up, she was first on the scene. She wanted to do well and represent the 3 areas of our focus of responsible, respectful, and mindful. Mr. Lambert noted that Anaya is kind, cares about and helps her peers, and embraces the community. Academically, she asks questions, encourages others, and takes ownership of her learning. Ms. Schmidt added, Anaya shows a strong commitment to her values and personal growth. She is all heart and radiates positivity, and that has an impact on others. Anaya not only is an outstanding student, but a kind-hearted, determined, creative, driven person who has the brightest future ahead of her. Ms. Barrett told us that Anaya is an avid fan of the show Demon Slayer. She shared some fan fiction she wrote on it, and it was good. Anaya has a strong desire to do well on classwork and is always advocating for herself when she is unsure about an assignment or if she needs some clarification on how to approach a question. Anaya has a great sense of humor and is always making me laugh and others with a quick joke or some silly drawings. She truly has such a lighthearted attitude towards life. I look forward to interacting with Anaya every day, and she's a valued member of our Core 2 class. Finally, Ms. Agana stated, Anaya is a sweet, respectful student. She cares about her grades and her works hard every day in class. Even when the task was difficult for her, she persevered through it to come up with the answer. She would advocate for herself when she did not understand the concept. She has a heart of gold and is one of the kindest people she knows. She is always willing to help and care for her peers. She was a pleasure to have in class every day. I actually had a bunch of more quotes, but as you can hear, many of them go around the same thing about how much of a great person she is. So with that, I'm here today to speak on Anaya Campbell, a 7th grade student here at John Wallace Middle School, who has been nominated for Outstanding Student of the Month by her classroom teachers. This recognition is based on the fact that she consistently demonstrates each of the 5 pillars at Wallace: pride, preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We're all very proud of Anaya, and I'm excited to share some words from her teachers at the ceremony today, which I just did. Their comments truly exemplify how Anaya embodies our pride pillars here at John Wallace. In terms of preparation, Anaya is a student who consistently comes prepared to learn and is ready to engage in all activities. She has the right mindset for learning and is a great role model for her peers. Her participation and willingness to share in ideas and enrich our classroom environment, and she often serves as a support for others in her class. She takes risks in her thinking and asks clarifying questions to expand her understanding. With respect, Anaya is a true role model for her classmates. She is polite to the teachers and her classmates, be they friends or acquaintances. She listens carefully to others during our class discussions and is willing to work and interact with anyone in the classroom in a positive way. Her manners are admirable and mature for her age. Anaya gently and quietly reminds others that classroom expectations for respect and always ensures that she includes other people and considers their perspectives. In the area of integrity, Anaya stands for what is right. She shares her insights about how to solve peer issues in a constructive manner and always does the right thing, encouraging others to join her. She truly has a positive influence on her peers and our classroom culture in this area, demonstrating a strong commitment to her values and personal growth. In the area of determination, Anaya actively participates in class to learn, advocates for herself when she has a question or needs clarification, and does not give up in the face of a challenge. She has continued to rise in the academic challenges of the 7th grade curriculum, persevering even when the tasks are difficult. With excellence, Anaya strives to get most of her school day experience, both academically and socially. She is a true leader through her words and actions, meeting or exceeding grade level expectations in academics and work habits. Outside of school, Anaya is also involved in the Newington community. She is an athlete and competes in gymnastics. She's also involved in our band and chorus. Please join me in congratulating her on being our Outstanding Student of the Month for John Walls Middle School.
So thank you, Mr. Trillo. Anaya, I didn't mention this earlier, but you're in 7th grade, is that correct? So usually this work goes to 8th graders or kids at the end of whatever school year they're at. So this is another pretty remarkable accomplishment to get it as a 7th grader. So tell me about your future aspirations. You're a gymnast.
Yeah.
What do you think long term? What are you thinking about?
I really don't know.
All right, I'll ask you a different question. What skills or qualities would you recommend to your peers about how to get as far as you have? You're very involved, you're very successful. What would you recommend to your colleagues or peers?
They can think before they speak. It's because they talk too much. It's like when the teacher's talking and all that stuff.
I like it. Middle schoolers who think before they speak. That's definitely a lesson to live by. And now you're going places. Congratulations. Here you go. Congratulations. We can all see how special these young men and ladies are today and what they've accomplished. But certainly, we are not done yet. We have our award winner from Newington High School, who will be presented today by Assistant Principal Mari Ficancelli. And our award winner is Vin Key. Come on up, Vin. And it looks like she's brought some representatives from Newington High, including Ms. Narowski and and Mr. Myler. So she's got a club going on.
She does. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Mari Ficancelli, Dorn House Principal at Newington High School. And it is my pleasure to present to you our Outstanding Student of the Month, Vin Kai. Vin was chosen, she's in her senior year, and she was chosen out of close to 1,300 students at Newington High School. Academically, Vin's performance at NHS has been extremely impressive, most recently earning high honors for quarter one. However, while Vin has excelled academically, it's her story, her selfless nature, humility, and resilience that make her a standout at Newington High School. Vin came to Newington from Vietnam in 2018, and for the past 7 years has worked incredibly hard to acclimate to the United States. Not only has she learned English, she has excelled in every one of her classes. In addition to her academic accomplishments, Vin also excels outside of the classroom. She is an extremely talented artist who sells her digital drawings and has even started an online community where she teaches others how to draw for free. After high school, Vin plans to go to college to study digital drawing and is also considering a major with a focus on mental health. What truly sets Vin apart, though, is her character. Vin is one of the most humble, kind, and caring individuals I have come across at NHS. This is reflected not only in how she treats others, but also the glowing praise she receives from her teachers. A clear theme of the teachers' comments about Vin is her genuine and consistent willingness to serve others. I witnessed this firsthand when I met with Vin in my office to learn more about her for today's presentation. In the middle of our conversation, she looks at her phone, kind of panics, and looks at me and says, "I'll be right back," and sprints out of my office. Now, I was a little alarmed. I'm like, should I be worried? Should I call security, see if she's okay? But a few minutes later, Vin came back, and it turns out a student from Vietnam who just came here had messaged her that they needed her help to navigate something in the building, and she just ran out to help them. I think that moment perfectly encapsulates who Vin is. I also want to note, as Dr. Roman said, that two of her teachers, Mr. Myler and Ms. Narowski, were so thrilled that Vin received this award that they asked to attend today's ceremony. That alone speaks volumes to the impression she has made, and their comments will clearly show why. Mr. Myler, who nominated Vin for this award, shared that for the past 7 years, no student has worked harder than Vin in acclimating to the U.S. Not only has she learned English, but she has excelled in all of her classes. She's a conscientious worker, always trying to do her best. She advocates for herself and seeks help and support from her teachers as needed. This year, Vin has taken on a special role. She's a mentor for 2 new Vietnamese students. Vin was the student's ambassador when they first arrived. She showed them to all their classes and made sure they were comfortable navigating the school, catching the bus, and opening their lockers. She is now supporting the students in their biology class. Having taken the class last year, Vin is familiar with the curriculum and goes into the student science class and their study halls to help them. Using their native language, Vietnamese, Vin helps students understand new concepts and complete assignments. She acts as a bridge between the 2 different cultures, assisting the student in learning the content. Vin's bilingual ability and cooperative nature are strengths that we are able to draw upon to support the student's progress. Vin is earning credit for her mentorship, and we could not be more pleased with how well this arrangement is working out. School counselor Ms. Charmette says, Vin is selfless. That is the first word that comes to mind when I think of Vin. Her concern for others' well-being and success is remarkable, especially for someone her age. Whether it's worrying about her friends' college applications, ensuring the new student she has worked with feels connected and supported, Vin is always thinking of others. She is also incredibly humble. She has amazing artistic ability, but is never one to show off her skills. She would rather show off her friends' artwork before her own, so they can be recognized and feel proud. She is a true gem. Lastly, English teacher Ms. Narowski states that I've been fortunate enough to have Vin as a student for 2 consecutive years. She is an incredibly young woman. In addition to being a hardworking student who consistently strives to put forth her best, she's also a gifted artist and a wonderful person. I have watched Vin support her peers in countless ways over the past 2 years. Given that Vin is such a strong student, she serves as a valuable resource for others who may struggle to understand the material shared in class. When she speaks to others, she does so with kindness and respect. No matter the kind of day she's having, Vin always has a smile on her face, brightening every room she enters. I'm so happy that Vin is being recognized for this honor. As you can see, Vin has made quite the impression on her teachers. However, what I hope stood out to you is not simply the fact that Vin is a dedicated student that makes her an outstanding student of the month. It's her character, her humility, compassion, and willingness to serve others that truly makes her a role model within our school community. Vin, on behalf of Newington High School, congratulations on this well-deserved award.
My goodness, so you sell art online? Tell me a little bit about that.
So, I just started a small community and people not starting like notice me more, and it's like, will you like draw me this and that? Start by doing commissions and giving people, the beauty of art. That's what I enjoy to do.
That's outstanding, and you plan on becoming an artist as a career?
I'm planning to do therapies and art at the same time, so maybe like drawing therapy.
Art therapy, that's a wonderful way to connect with folks. So, and thank you for all that you've done for our new students at Newington High School and getting them acclimated. So you have truly deserved today's honor. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So before we wrap today up, I just want to thank all of our folks that came today, because clearly it's always fun for me to look at your faces and see how proud you are. That's the highlight of my day for sure. But also your support of your student, whether, as a teacher, as a parent, grandparent, special friend, all contributed toward what came about today. So please give yourselves a round of applause for supporting our outstanding students. So just a reminder, we're going to bring up our students again with their plaques for a group photo. And moms and parents and grandparents, please feel free to take pictures. We love paparazzi on a day like today. And then we'll allow, there's goodies in the back for anybody that would like it. And once again, congratulations to everyone honored here today. It's an amazing group of students. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, students. All right, let's see, we'll have this, can I get you to stand in the back row? Have you in the back row as well. And we'll have our other students support the, get you in the back as well. Yeah, how about, I'll have you come forward so we can see. So you go there, and then everyone's gonna come over this way. How about you, stay right here, sweetie? All right. Between the two of them like that. Yeah, beautiful. And everyone's got their plaque up. All right. Congratulations. The paparazzi.